Well, here I am. Imagine the morning I've had. I have walked the dog. Now, you don't walk the dog in the morning. So I had to get him outside. He sure is particular about what he does out there, looking for the perfect spot to you know what. Anyway, got that done. I got all my social media stuff done, and then I'm finishing up a bowl of cereal, and and sold a piece of artwork before we even started. That's good. Thank you, Milan. More generous than I deserve, but I don't argue. I believe wealth is a trap. Everybody needs money, but don't live your life for money. Live your life for friendship and being a good Joe. Anyway, and I'll never have to fire 100 employees because of any reason. I will always maybe take a jab at people who treated Kurt Swan badly. That Kurt Swan means a great deal to me. Kurt Swan was like my hero as a kid. Norman Rockwell, NCYS, oh, those guys, man. Anyway, so here I am. Yesterday, I was getting started on this because I had finished. Let me see. I had finished this up. This turned out a lot nicer than I kind of knew it was going to be a good page. I just had this feeling. Oh, this is my, I did I did a JPEG so I could show it to a private drawing group on Facebook. This turned out pretty nice, and I'll just get myself off the screen so I can show this. I was real happy about that. And then I scanned like 10 pages or so to get ready for the next round of pages. And now I got this. Let me take a little slurp of cereal I haven't finished. Anyway, so I'm having a good time this morning. Good times are ending for Pa because he's home and Grandpa's drunk. Ooh, it's going to give him big trouble. I guys spoke about this, that the temperance movement thought they were doing wonderful, good things. What they did is they turned it into a large source of cash for organized crime. Oh, that's horrible. And it's dogging us to this day. And it's reached the entire globe. In one way or another. So now I'm going to get my open up a few pages before this in which I have look up why I don't remember doing that. I don't remember doing that. I don't like those. That was 112. So where did I look at page. 106, maybe one. Nope, 106 doesn't have that either. 103. Ah, okay, I'm just looking for these. Just, nah, just jabbering on as I remember it. I'm looking for some earlier. Look at 109. Oh, that's not anything either. Oh, what was the? I'm looking for the color that I. Oh. What color did I use for the outside of the house? That's what I'm struggling with. I wanted to make sure it's the same color. And oh, here, if I do it like this, I can actually see the building. And where swipe those colors. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. It was the Peabody Cafe that I colored, brightly colored. Yeah, these aren't rich people. They don't have nice colors. Okay. So do this. So it's Wednesday morning. I got an offer from an academic publisher's last night. I do a bunch of stuff for a publishing house. I got to figure out whether or not I got enough time to do something like that. Because when they want you to do stuff like that, they want you to do all types of curriculum stuff or to write a book. I mean, I got 9 books on my plate. I don't know if I can write an art history book right now. They probably send these things out to millions of people and figuring out, okay, one of them's going to say yes. I've gotten these offers before and I've turned them down. Well, the way things are going with academics, it might be a good idea to take on some work for hire. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Good. So let me see. Where's my banners? Let me see. Edit this. Make it page like 103. 103. I should go be looking at 103. Yep, 103. And let me see. Put some color here. Dee-dee-dee-dee. Okay. Glad I can do that. And this. And that. I might as well just be sloppy with it and clean it up later. This whole point is to not having those little, yeah, don't want this. Okay. I don't know how to explain it. Something happens when you use the multiply mode on your layers is that applications of the brush overlap each other, come darker areas, and so let's go back to uh, yeah, just gonna kind of give it a what's this color? We need to get a color in there. Got to give those redheads their treatment. Beautiful twins that everybody's jealous of. No, 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 no. Okay. Okay, I forgot. I did. I didn't do that right. Okay. Okay. So I gotta. I think today, Ma's gonna have a little less ostentatious. Uh, Pattern to her dress. It's not going to be multicolored, just one color. So let me do that, and that's got to make it smaller. It's just still got green in it. Mama likes green, and considering the times, a little small, complex. Well, they're not complex, but tight patterns were sometimes. Well, these are little prints I noticed on my grandmother's dresses. So whatever she was doing, and she was born in the 1890s. So she was kind of stuck in that era. She didn't update. She'd get modern. My grandma. So we'll just give her polka dots and a white collar. La, 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 la. Try to monitor my comments because I missed one yesterday from somebody. I don't know if I answered him. I think I had to do my colors, my strategy for color, and it's all just basically color theory because the pigments you use in painting are not really, they're real difficult. You have to be real careful when you're mixing colors because the real colors that mix perfectly are not the colors that we usually buy in tubes. Cyan, magenta, and yellow. Well, you just about any color you ever wanted, except cyan, magenta, and yellow. Not yellow so much, but magenta and probably cyan in pigments are usually fugitive colors. They don't last that long, which is why you use something like ultramarine, which is a reddish. Stop that. Like I got to put my white background in there. Ultramarine blue is a reddish um, blue. And so, in anytime you mix if you mix that blue with anything that veers towards, well, you add yellow to it, you're not going to get a pure yellow because you got yellow, blue, and red in there because of the reddish blue. You're going to have a little bit of red in there, so it's going to knock down that green because red and blue mixed together, complementary, so they'll give you a neutral color. So you always get a kind of a squirrely looking green because there's some red in there. And so in but mixing for digital stuff, you don't have that problem because in printing, the colors are cyan, magenta, and yellow, which are perfect for producing scads of um, pure colors. And then you can do anything by adding black and white to them. Theoretically, I don't like to add black to any of my pure colors since black isn't a color. So I just use, when I do color, I just use this right here and make sure that there's no K, no black in there. These three colors give you anything you want. Look at the multitude of colors that you can get from here just by moving these around. And you should also study how ink is applied to different types of paper when you're doing printing. If it's digital, it's going to print a little bit different than if it's done by a litho press. And you got to make sure that you don't apply too much ink to the page, or you'll also get some kind of murkiness, which you don't want. I don't consider myself really an expert on that kind of stuff. I'm kind of still feel like I'm learning that stuff. But since I know color theory, it's not too difficult. So I teach color theory. Well. Let me see. Oh, dadgummit, I did those all on the layers. Well, it's not going to kill anything. It's not like I'm going to put anything over there. And I didn't. Yeah, okay. I'll just get back here in the color. Well, if I'm down here in the layer, I might as well clean this up. Clean up little things like this, and that, and a little bit here on her hand. There's a few little things going on here that bother me. And that there, and that there. And Blue Boy's ear right here is a little okay. Okay. Now I got all these pages open. I might as well see if I can find grandma's color of grandma's. Ah, goody. Grandma's outfit. Might as well go after that. Okay, try to do it on the correct layer. Might as well talk about it. I'm going to try around September 1st, releasing a little magazine monthly that I'm going to start that is devoted completely to fiction I write that I'm never going to turn into comics. It's called Taylor Fiction Zine. And I'm going to do it all probably on Amazon, because Amazon lets you do print on demand and Kindle and stuff like that. It doesn't cost you a dime to produce it. And I kind of like that. And I'll figure out how I'm going to, what the price is and how I'm going to market it and stuff like that in a little while. Let me see. I sort of have to, I got a bunch of stories kind of backlogged that I'll edit and make a little slicker or something like that. And it'll also give me the incentive to write some new stuff, which I got all types of ideas for writing all the time, but Dex got time to execute everything. Booby dooby boop. Booby dooby doop. Okay. Okay. Grandpa looks like he's kind of glassy eyed. Poor old grandpa. You get to be a certain age, alcohol hits you real quick, real hard. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's her. It's her bun. Okay. I don't know anything about that because I've got a bottle of wine in the cupboard that's been there for like 6 months. I just can't get around to drinking any of it. Just not into it that much. College is over. Has been for many years, which I'm real happy about. It's all right to teach college. Don't want to go back. It's a once in a lifetime experience. I had a lot of fun in college, enjoyed living daylights out of it. But everything's got its time and place. Okay, page 113, yeah. Well, the correct page 113. Get that color for the side of the buggy, or the buckboard, or whatever you want to call it. La 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 la. Okay. Well, that's Paul's arm. Okay. Okay, and then over here. Maybe add a little bit of this to that. I'll have to wait till you get into shadow time. Let me see. Well, there's an awful lot of similar colors there. Uh, well, what else do I have? Maybe I could use that color for that. Let me see. Well, I'm going to just be bold. Nope, that didn't work. Yeah. Well, let me see. Well, I didn't want to do that. Huh. Eh. Well, okay, do it like this. Yeah, like that. Well, I really must have gone to town on the edges here. Okay, now let's see if I can do it over here too. Well, I'll leave that alone. Okay. Okay, now go back into it with color. That color. Just to separate it from all those three little regions of gray. So they'll all just flatten out. Oh, you guys can scream at me. Okay. I don't have the watercolor later on here. I should be ashamed of myself. Okay, watercolor. Where's the water? Okay, watercolor. Copy. Okay. Paste. Now I got the watercolor layer on. I can, yeah, I got the opacity at 70%. If you do it up like this, it gets a little too much. I bring it down to about that. Which, when you like this, looks good. Up close, it looks kind of like you got a pattern and everything like that. But when you reduce it and everything, it looks great. Looks like you got a watercolor painting here. Doop. Okay, and then it's over here. And then I'll do this over here so I get this little shadow effect-y. Like that. I'm gonna smudge this a tiny bit. Yeah. Okay. And I should have right about there. Bring this down here and draw a little line there. Okay, just try to do that stuff. Okay. So, okay, the twins have orange hair. Go back up to color. Okay. Okay. I just might as well get some skin tones in there. Okay. Now, boop, 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 boop. Just use that. Now, one of the reasons why you wouldn't want to use black in your colors is when you're using pencil like this, you're going to get some gray in there anyway. So you don't want to use any extra. Hey, look at that. I'm going to use my little eraser tool here. And even over here, because I got the post coming right through her thumb. The same thing over here. And so I got that little thing there that twins are, don't do that, inseparable. Okay, dee 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 dee. Okay, and that's little Willard playing over there. Okay. Hey, Mauricio, how you doing? Did I answer your question about this first book's about 152 pages. That's 148 pages plus four um, pages for the cover. This is about 100. This page is 114, so I'm getting close. I'm getting close. The whole series will be about 1,400 pages. That's if my health stays consistent and I can produce at this rate. I think I can produce at a much higher rate for the second book than I did for the first book because the first book I'm really just relearning comics. You forget a few things, and at the beginning I was just drawing on 9 by 12 inch sheets of bristle board and not doing any preliminary sketches, and I've replaced a lot of those already. I'm going to replace some more uh, because doing them in a little sketchbook, boy, I can really produce a lot of work in one day in just a little sketchbook, a little leather bound thing I got from Barnes and Noble. I got one that I used for the first book, and I got another one that I've already got bought. It's still in the bubble wrap, in the shrink wrap, that I'm going to use for the second one. I got several more other. These Barnes and Noble sketchbooks are really nice. And it really increases your production time, makes it a whole lot easier to get things done. So I might get things done a lot quicker. I'm thinking this book has taken me over 2 years to get it to this point. I'm at the point right now where I started this thing 2 years ago. I thought I'd have it done by the fall. Little did I know that it would become incredibly complex uh, project. I thought it was one 80-page thing that I'd do and then blah, 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 go on to something else. But it's taken on a life of its own, which I'm real happy about because even though it means I'm probably going to be working on this series for 9 years at least, um, it's not the same dadgum story all the time. Since it's three generations and all types of other things are going on in history besides pre-World War I Southern America. And the whole theme is that these guys are wanderers. So they're not just staying in Arkansas. They start out in Arkansas, which is sort of like a family thing. Some of the people that are descendants of my inspirations they're all over the place. That's just modern life. They're all over the place. People move from place to place to place to place to place. I think I should do. Yeah. I gotta kind of fix that. Over here. I don't like that. Cut down a couple of notches on the sides. Um, do that. Okay. Had to fix that little boo boo. Yeah. Okay. Where else? Okay, down here. Mm-hmm. La, 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 la. Okay, dokie, 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 doo. And more there. And in grandma's face. Might as well draw through her eyes. I'll just get rid of that in a few minutes. I wish I got to figure out where her skin bulges out. Okay, there's her ear. Well, I say that's her. Something like that. And then, okay, little boy's arm. Don't forget that. Oh, yeah. Did you see the 4K pictures from Mars that NASA's published? Boy, that's pretty wild stuff. Mars has such a thin atmosphere, though. There's no way that life as we know it exists there. unless it's way underground, and we have life here way underground, because up there on the surface, gamma rays are going to destroy anything. Uh, Stan Lee uh, got it wrong. Gamma rays don't cause mutations; they cause cell death. They cause the kind of mutations. Well, if they cause mutations, it's called cancer. That's why I have extreme doubts that we'll ever even have a manned mission to Mars. And we'll certainly never be able to have a colony on Mars unless we figure out how to protect people from gamma rays during the journey and all the time they'll be there. That's a tough one. I don't think I'd want to go off planet. Not this boy. Even when I was young, get me to do anything more adventurous than climb mountains in Colorado. Okay, a little bit like that. Okay. Then, well, I'll give Grandpa a slightly different tinge to his color and probably give him a little bit of a red nose right now. And give him a little bit of a red nose. Okay. And yeah, we'll give him a red nose. And there's blue boys. Maybe I have to redraw that, I think. Okay, might as well do it now. Get it out of the way. That right there is incorrect. Okay. And bring it down to about like that. That didn't work. Okay. I wonder what my dog is up to. Hey, Barney, what you up to? Okay. Dogs are smart. If they don't have anything to do, they go fall asleep. Okay, that's a little better. And then up here, get rid of, where am I? Oh, get rid of that right there. It's not going to be flesh colored. Okay. Okay. And then back to flesh color or skin color. There's lots of different flesh colors. And okay. A little bit bigger brush so I can not spend all day doing this. Boy, it's gonna be a hoot seeing this out as a print version. Haven't done that for a long time. How long? It's been 41 years since I published a comic. Boy, that's a while. Well, a print comic at least. Ah, eh. Ooh, ee. Ay, 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 ay. As you get older, your hands seize up a little bit. Can't complain though. It could be like poor old Edgar Degas or Renoir. Renoir had rheumatoid arthritis. His hands were so crippled. He had to tape a brush to his hand to be able to paint. Ugh, that's rough. Okay, let me see. Now, what am I doing? Well, what color was old? Yeah. I'm gonna have this kid wearing pretty much the same thing as he was wearing last time. Maybe I'll change the color of it a tiny bit. That way we don't have to identify him immediately as Willard. That's nice and sloppy. Huh. Okay. Now let me see, maybe do a little bit of dodging here so I can get a little contrast here between these these areas. Huh. Oh, yeah, I did have a. Uh, how do I do that? Well, maybe I could do this. Just the slightest tone of gray over this. Just, I have to separate the ladies from the background. So maybe I'll do it like this for the time being. Okay. Drawing vertical lines, man, never been easy. Oh well, can always do a little bit of that, a little bit of this, and it doesn't work out too bad. So, ba 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 ba. Now, what color dresses should these girls be wearing? They should be wearing something similar to their ma, except not polka dotted. Bring it down like this. Bring it over like that. Okay, no magenta in it. Okay, how about if I put ah, eh, no. Let me just bring it over like that. Take the magenta out, but maybe what's 30%? Okay, try that. Kind of a lime green. Well, red hair looks good with green. Now, I'm going to answer Mauricio's question a little more practically. I haven't put out a comic since 1979. I just show that. Yeah. I haven't put out a comic since 1979. So that one was, I don't know, 30 something pages. And this one, the actual first volume, the first thing, the first actual book is 152 pages with cover, but I may produce it in installments. If I do it in installments, then it'll be about a 28 page plus cover first installment if my Kickstarter campaign is extremely modest. If it's extremely modest, then it's just the first couple of chapters, and then I'll just keep on producing the comics as installments until I get the book finished, and then maybe I'll, if the demand is there, I'll produce it as a like a whole dang thing. Or if somehow by some hook or crook the funding is money is there, then I'll put the whole thing out as a 152 page graphic novel, which would be fun. Though either way's good. Either way's good. I'd like to have something out this year in the fall. Okay, got the girls done. And Grandpa's outfit is that color. Stake out the tone over it, and then all has everything to do how many pages are in the book, what the funding structure is going to be. Whether I'm going to be able to finance it well enough. There's a new thing starting. It's like a crowdfunding thing for indies that connect you up to retail stores all over the country. I'm kind of looking at that, but I once tried to do a crowdfunding thing on a new startup, and I get nothing. So I'm not so sure I want Blue Boy to start out with something that's a pilot program for crowdfunding. Sorry. That's probably not going to work for me. For this little thing, I probably need something that has a track record that has worked before and not something new. Let somebody else do that right now. Oh, let me see. 113. Yeah, I use that as his hair, his hat color. I have to use it on a couple of panels, at least one more panel. Loo. Okay, right there. I may draw some background in there. A little while. Got plenty of time. Oh, the feet. Man, it's the first day of school for a lot of kids. Ooh, I'm glad I'm retired. I'd have been in a week of teachers' meetings. Yeah. And I'm not too fond of teachers' meetings. I spent many, many years sleeping through them. Not like I wanted to sleep through them. It's just, oh, God. It's mandated by the district that you're supposed to have a bunch of teachers' meetings. And so even if there's nothing to do, you have to sit there for an hour after school when you're tired and listen to all this rigmarole. And I'd be pulling my hair trying to stay awake, but it didn't work. It's not like I didn't love my school. I do love my school. But hey, it's a young man's game or a young woman's game, a young person's game. You get to be a certain age, and it takes everything out of you in the first place. In the first place, teaching full time, especially um, grade school and high school, just absolutely drains everything out of you. You have to give it your all. You might as well not do it. So at a certain age, you just don't have that in you anymore. I know people are trying to go until they're 70 years old or something like that. Says, good luck. Good luck, guys. Good luck, because I don't think it can be done, and I'm not sure it's worth it for the little pittance of extra pension you'll get or blah, blah, blah. Now with this dadgum virus, dang, Notre Dame just closed up for another 2 weeks because like maybe over 1,000 kids came down with the dang thing. So if that happens in college, you can imagine what's going on in high schools. Whew, everybody's got it. And I'm not interested in getting it. I have a friend who got it and she got encephalitis. And I'm not interested in that at all. My encephalitis, I just breeze right through it. I've had the flu once in my life, I believe. I was 28 and it lasted like 2, 3 days, and then I was back at work. So, but I'm still interested in testing the theory because I put myself through undergraduate school taking care of invalids, old folks, And I took care of an old guy who had the Spanish flu and survived it. But later on in life, what's he get? Parkinson's disease. It hits you neurologically. So encephalitis sounds like the precursor. You're setting yourself up for Parkinson's disease later on. I'm not interested. Not this old boy. I had enough problems in my life. Falling off that ladder and spending months recuperating. Not this boy. I already did that once. I don't feel like it. Okay. So the background. Uh, let's go back to page 39. Do I have page 39 here? I'm not sure I went back that far with this Creative Cloud. I kind of just um, discovered that. Just discovered that it was the best deal around not that long ago. Let me see. Page 65. Let me look. Yeah, I put it on columns and page 65. What I want is use. Okay, page 56. Okay, now page 39. What's 39 look like? Nope. About 36. Nope. Where is it? 39, 36. How about 37? Dead burn it. 37. Nope. 38. How about 35? About 34? About 32? About 33? Nope. About 31. That's it. Okay. Well. At least I know the color of the dadgum. Let me see. Okay, I don't have the color of that. Well, page 31. Now, that's the color of the, yeah. Oh, well. What was I looking for? Oh, the color of the ground. Okay. Oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that either. That's more like it. I think the first page I did this live stream was page like 53. So I'm like 50, 60 pages on. There's a lot of pages to have been doing. Started the month of May, I did it. I was doing it every day, 7 days a week. That's just too much. I got into June. I decided to do it 5 days a week, give myself the weekend off. Well, now I noticed that I didn't do a Willard sleeve. Okay. So I have to now. Actually, that can be trees in the background. If I do it right. Okay. That could be a tree in the background too. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we go up here and get a little bit of sky. I'm gonna have to redo the skies because you know how my skies are now. I think I drew this before I came up with my sky idea. I'm not crazy about those um, little animations they have in the toolbox. Ah, your vertical line horribleness. I have to play around with that. Okay. Okay. Might as well just fill it in. Why not be lazy? Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that. Da 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 da. Okay. Mm. Tiniest bit of this. Do that, yeah. Okay, and a little bit up there. And smudge that a tiny bit. Okay, now down here in the old layer, the line layer, and I need a larger. Okay, now I've got a rainstorm planned in the very near future, so I better start getting some dark clouds in here. Okay, now smudge them up a tiny bit. Just little portions because you don't want to have lines at the top of a cloud. You want the cloud to take over at the top. You have little stuff going on here and there at the bottom because you got variations in value and volumes and stuff like that. Da 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 da. Wow, the old hand. Mm. Ah, okay. Now up here, do a little dodging. I'm going to just do the slightest amount of dodging because we've got some nasties coming in. And then maybe do something I don't do often, which is to, no, I don't want to do that because I'm getting greenish colors. I'm going to do it over here. I can start to get my threatening clouds. Keep on playing with this until it turns into something, which is what you do in art. You keep on playing until it turns into something. So go over here, back down here, and play around a little more. La 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 la. Unfortunately, I have a week off tomorrow. I mean, well, it's actually starting tomorrow. I have a week off, like 10 days before the next college semester starts. I'll be able to finish up this fiction magazine during that time, get it out for September 1st. All the while moving this towards the goal of that Kickstarter campaign, which I keep talking about. But I had to teach this class, and you can't teach a class and be working overtime at promoting a Kickstarter campaign. They don't soil and water. I got to figure out how to do that. That's on the line layer. Don't do that, Dave. Okay. Now use my burn tool to get a little bit of value out of that. Now let's see. We reduce it. What's it going to look like? Okay. Can't have it so complex that it just becomes this blah, 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 blah. So I've got to simplify these clouds some. Okay. I'm going to take out the outline of these trees. They, I can play around with them a little bit. I think when I do the shadows. Little spots coming through there and here and there, and then dee 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 dee. Okay, back to doing the old the ground again. Back to color. Back to dee dee dee. Da 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 da. Okay. Oh, that wasn't good. The heck was that? Uh, okay, I'm getting some idea in my head. Okay. Uh, and then that down here. Okay, and down here too, and there. Okay, and these poor people have to be wearing some shoes. So, uh, well, first, yeah, I'm gonna do. Let's do this. Apply a little more, a little darker value down there. Okay. Now. So, Mauricio, you're up in Massachusetts, where you guys had the remnants of our storm back a while back. And dadgummit, there was a tropical storm that formed on the coast of the Carolinas, went out into the Atlantic. That is the weirdest thing. I have never seen a tropical storm form in the Atlantic seaboard. I'm sure it's happened, but dang, I didn't know, ever noticed it. Ugh. Oh, color. Still messing around with this, trying to simplify it a little bit. Doesn't get too dadgum busy. Busy things have a tendency to advance in space. I don't want that. I just want it to be back there telling you that we've got a gully washer coming up. Okay. Okay. What? Oh, poor girls with no shoes on their feet. Uh, okay. Now, where are we? Where are we? This page. So, dee 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 doo doo doo. So we're gonna go down here to that layer, and then we're gonna create some type of background back there. Oh, but that was horrible. Oh, gee. I think I better rotate this thing. Yeah, maybe give myself a half. Okay. Okay. Okay, I got it. Okay. Um, and use that. Boop, 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 boop. Ow! I'm just going to fill that up now. I have to do it like this here, or it'll be all over the place. Okay. And I should do the same thing over here. Okay. And I think I'm just going to fill this in. See what that does. Look what you just did. Oh, it's on the line layer, so I have to be careful. Yeah, I'll go up there. Now see if that works. Okay. Now, okay. you know, uh, there's a tiniest smidgen right there. Oh, okay, leave it alone. Ga, 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 ga. So down here, start. Oh well, put in the ground color over here also in the color area. I think I'll just do the building that color too, just so I have less to deal with spatially. Okay, and I had to do this down here. Right there. That wasn't such not a great idea. Okay, now the line layer, we start building up the storm clouds. This is a pressure sensitive tablet, so if I press a little harder, I get a little more oomph out of the line. Okay. see what a little dodging would do. And a little more burning. Let's see if I can burn a little bit. Okay, now let's go into color. Add some blue. You know something? That's not exactly the blue I wanted. More up, like up here. Yeah, like that. Mhm. Okay. Now, use the dodge tool for getting a little lighter value up there. And then in the tonal area, okay, now we're here in color. Let's see if we can. And I probably should smudge that a tiny bit. It looks too. Need to kind of blend it in a little bit. Okay. And got to do the same thing over here in the line layer. Let me see. Calls for more coffee. Oh, I have a whole thermos full of it. I always do my big Godiva chocolate milk coffee cup, and then I do a big thermos. So I'll have to go back and do it later. Okay. Do. Okay. Okay. And I can always play around with it. Okie doke. Okay, a little less. Let me see. I have. I can play around with this a little bit more. There. I think I like that a little bit better. Okay, now over in the cut area section. Back to doing it about like that. And over here. And this over here, I'm going to just leave alone. I'm not going to do any modulating. Um, might put that blue over in here just to knock this thing back. A gray can behave in strange ways if you don't control it. And a little bit of okay, controlling those edges a bit. That's in the color deal. We'll do it a little bit here too. Okay. That wasn't a good idea. Okay. And I think we're at the point where we start adding in shadows. Do all types of things with shadows. Okay. Shadow, shadow, multiply, goody goody. Let's see what happens. I want to always do a big brush for shadows. And that's nothing. No, that's enough. That's because it's an eraser. I'm brilliant. Okay. Big brush for shadows. Okay. What is going on? This isn't. Is this my? This must be my gardener day. That's a little more noise than I usually get from the next door. Yeah, it's the guys are out there. I had construction going on outside yesterday, and then I got the gardener over here. Lordy, lordy, lordy. Always noise, 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 noise. Okay, I think it's my gardener. I haven't colored Willard's hair yet. I have to do that soon. Oh, I better turn this thing while I get even a. Okay, any place else I have to do. Okay, yeah, good. I just learned something. Reset view. Good. Okay. Oh, always noise, noise, noise. Oh, Hold on a second. Shit. Amazing how these gardeners use practically tractors to do a little backyard. Boo, 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 boo. Okay. Oh, I forgot. Oh, there's Blue Boy's arm. Well, I'll get it later. What are the things you forget? There's the other arm over there too. I'm just 3 sheets to the wind today, and I don't even drink. Okay, let's soften up some of these edges of these shadows. La, la, la. So this should be a smaller brush now because I'm gonna start messing around with shadows on Ma's dress. Boo 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 boo. Ba 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 ba. Let me go up here to the color area and fix that little problem I had. Oh gosh, I'm so clumsy. Okay, that's a little bit better. Uh, okay. Now back here in the shadow area. That's stuff what I wanted to do. It's that color there. Ooh, let me see what that looks like. Uh, Fortunately, I don't get headaches, or I would get one now. Okay. Get rid of that, and that's my shadow color. Yep. What's that all about? Okay. Now, shadow, shadow, shadow. Over again. Give it a little more oomph to it. And then you just do 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 do. Getting there. Okay, I'm gonna take a briny break, then I'm gonna do a little drawing on the line level. Yep. I starting to get there. Are you going back out? Yes, I didn't go anywhere. What? Haven't gone anywhere? Well, it's not. I have to go to the bathroom as you. You have to go do this voice stuff. Well, that's taken care of. He went by himself. I just have to go to the bathroom. Hello, my sweet. Hello, my precious. Hello. Hello. What is it? I don't know what you're talking about. My precious! Mommy gonna take you to Naples with her? Mommy gonna buy you a carriage? Mommy gonna buy Okay. Well, let me see. Uh, so, um, Oh, I was going to do a little drawing on the line layer. Yeah. Okay. And what do I have here? It's kind of better view this. I think I want to do a little bit more drawing here. Dang. Oh, down here. No wonder I'm going line. I don't want to be on 20. Five's good. So well, I don't understand that. 1, 5, and still getting this heavy, humongous line. There, it's weird. Well, okay. Oh, that should be a bigger. What's going on with this brush? Brush do I have? Did I accidentally get a different brush? It's a big round watercolor brush. Yeah, it's the one I usually use. Okay. Okay. Ooh, what was that? Hmm. Be over here in her dress. A little bit of hatching in the girls' dresses. Okay, I'm where it'll work just a tiny bit. An eye to May's mouth. That's just a little bit misdrawn. Well, where's my dad? No, there's the layers. So I'm gonna very slightly erase that. And then very slightly draw it again. Okay, that's the way I wanted it. Then give it just the slightest bit of color over there. Did I color it? Yeah, I did. Okay. Okay. Let's maybe move a little bit of a few of these pixels around a bit. So they're not look a little more believable. Okay. There's little places here and there where it does that thing that happens when in comics where there's this little gap, which platting is supposed to uh, fix for you, but I am not opposed these kind of uh, little errors. They look kind of cool to me. I'm an old fart who likes his comics silver. I don't know what to do in this budget. Yeah. Okay. That color or what? Heck, I know. On the line, did it on the line layer. I'm a dummy. Yep, I believe I did it on the line layer. Oh well. Do 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 do. Shadow layer. Okay, color layer. Yep, I don't want to. Oh, stop it. Did I? Yep. Okay, just these little areas like that. La 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 la. Ooh-doo-doo-doo-doo, da-da. Okay. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay, what am I doing? Oh, just take little places here where it bleeds over onto another line. Just kind of dilute it to the point where it doesn't do that noticeably. Yeah. Ah, so for the shadow, I might play around with. Mm, yeah, just a little bit of this. Not too much, but just enough to. And dodge tool color. Okay. Ooh, that wasn't cool at all. In fact, all the whole thing stunk. I have to use that color. Then you can put it back in there. Yeah, that's better. Hmm. Maybe I should put just the tiniest tinge of gray over that little structure on the left panel just to give Grandpa a little bit of backup for his hat. Oh, not backup, backdrop for his hat. And for his face. Okay. And maybe a little drawing. Almost finished. I'm not sure. A little attaching thing right there. Hatching's okay there, but that didn't that bothered me a little bit. Okay, where am I? Okay, here are the shadows. Probably need to add a little bit more oomph this area. And smudge it a tiny bit. Oh, I didn't give uh, Willard any hair color. Where'd okay, Willard's hair, Willard's hair, Willard's hair. Right there. Don't want that big brush. And a few little snafus in his right there. He's wearing clothes. Oh, oh boy. Okay, I think I'm right there. And if I don't stop, I'm going to overdo it. And overdoing it's worse than underdoing it. So there's page 114. Let's look at 115. Thank you, Mauricio. 1235. Well, I'm so. Um, okay, I'll show this. Thank you, Mauricio. Yes, well, you just keep on. It's just pressure. It's very similar to. It's very similar to just drawing with a mechanical pencil. It's just the pressure, and I probably get that from my old printmaking days of because I always informed my drawing with the way I did printmaking, so that they all always had some type of correlation. Even though my old printmaking professor said printmaking is a drawing, but you're right. You're right. It isn't drawing, but it sure does have some of its best qualities, and get this right here. Don't want that just to be that little white spot. Mm. That's one of the reasons why I like to just use a pencil on bristle board is that you get that organic quality that you get from just it's a pencil on paper. Real difficult to get on in digital form. Though the digital form can augment the pencil. I think I'm finished with this. Better stop it or I'm going to be sorry. And then page 115. Where have I got that going on? Open. Page 115. Scans. Where's my scans? Okay, scans. Name into scan. Scans. Uh, how about ready for Illustrator? 113. Boy, I tell you, I got to get organized. Got to get organized. Okay. That's what I should do during this little break is get organized. Uh, oh, I see. You see, die. Um, well, I know what I can do. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I don't have it hooked up. Crap. Um, ah, there it is. There. There's page 115. So that's a righty page. Righty. Where's a righty? Well, any of these pages is a righty. So I just take that, copy it, new, clipboard, paste. There you go. And so I just take page 115 and I change its size down to 6.25 inches. I select the whole thing, copy it, and bring it over here into that. Then I resize it. But right there, I didn't always do that. So no matter what happens, anyway. So I hit shift and then I just resize it so it fits into that area, which sometimes works and sometimes don't. What I can do is skew it a bit because it got scanned uh, in a squirrely way. Wasn't perpendicular when it was scanned. So you got to, okay, now take that, oh, not that, this, grab, put another layer in here, and then get rid of that. Then this is my template for Mixam, which is my preferred printer. I just don't do that. Then just do this. So I got the perfect mask border around the edges. Keep telling me that. Okay, now I can put this here, and then I can figure out how I need to resize this if I want to get rid of those little lines. Though I may not want to get rid of too much because I got Maw's hand over there. There. Then that's exactly the way I want it. Okay. So lock that sucker. Then up here, I'm going to have to erase that line up there, which is not a big deal if you have an extra layer there that's got a white, that's colored white, and that way you can erase without revealing your template. Okay, a little bit over here too. Okay, well, now I was wrong. I still have this to do. Oh boy, look how off it was. Yeah, that's sometimes happens. You don't get perfect uh, scan, so that's life. So now shift F5 and bring it down a little bit. That's not what I want to do. Okay. So now I have to erase that part. Okay. Eh. Oh, I got to do the same thing over here. How wonderful. No, that's not what I'm doing. Do it down here. Probably have to do some little redrawing in this panel. It's a little. I'm not completely satisfied with it, but I'll play around with that when I get into it. That's one of those pages I did not format as carefully as I did the rest. I was probably tired that day. Okay. And then, I'm going to reduce the opacity of that a tiny bit so that I can just go around the edges of that. And return that to full opacity, and I got that. And down here, get rid of that little thing there, and this over here. And back up here. And then erase this little line here. There's always cleaning up to do. No big deal. Okay, now do this one, which is also a tiny bit off. I'll just keep on edging it up since I'm not doing any great damage to the. That'll be about as much as I can really justify doing. Let me see. Yeah, okay. Uh-oh. Uh-huh. Boy, here's something. Here's a good idea. Take this. Bring this up here. Bring this up here. Like this. And just there. Tiny bit more. Ah, don't do that. Okay. Then do the same thing here because you've just changed the. Okay. Now we got that. Okay. That's a little more rational way of doing it. Otherwise, you're going to. It's just hell to erase a line across that much activity. Okay, now back up to here. Yeah. Well, yeah, I could bring that over a couple of pixels and do that. Okay, now lock that. Then add my 3 layers, and I really should optimize this, make it look like an ink drawing. Okay. Okay. With that done, now probably should burn the hair some. By burning the hair, I thought it was burning the hair. I must have something selected. Shadows. How about midtones? How about highlights? Okay. Yeah, I guess that was it. Yeah, I'll do a little drawing on this tomorrow. Yeah, we're at 3 hours and 9 minutes, which is a fairly good time to call it a day. We're in part of my tension buildup and release part. Add a little bit of humor, and it's a little more. Okay, so I'll save this to the cloud. Page 115. Oh, I got to do a few things too. Add a tone layer. There we go. And that worked out all right. The extending hands and feet. That worked out okay. And okay, that's tone. Shadow. Color. Sure they're all on multiply, multiply, multiply. Then this background's not needed. This is the white layer. Line. Okay. Now, save the thing. and I'll try to have 105 done by tomorrow because I have to have it up on Monday. So might as well get to it, and then I'll work on that and this. So, hey, things coming along. Ooh-doo-doo-doo-doo. How do you know? It's calling it a day. 3 hours, 10 minutes, 11 minutes. That's good enough. So go look up blueboybrown.com. Come on, guys. Up to page 103, I believe. 104, something like that. Getting up there. It's getting developed. Read the whole thing. It's, taking on epic qualities. I will see you guys tomorrow.